We've had wonderful experience with all our apprentices. At one time we used to take one on a year. They breathe new life into the company, they're dynamic, keen, they work really hard, and they start earning for the business very, very quickly. Even though they're at college one day a week in term time, they certainly make up for it in the rest of the time that they're with the company. It's a wonderful thing to do. It breathes new life into your company. It really shakes up people's ideas. It breaks up all the little cliques that are within the company. It's a wonderful thing to do.
There's something for everybody in all this, and great opportunities for all. We just need more employers to come forward who can open up those opportunities, perhaps in areas where they haven't already traditionally thought you could do an apprenticeship. And there are, of course, about 200 different frameworks covering a whole range of job opportunities, job roles, and often we find people are unaware that those are opportunities. So we just need to work with those employers to do that.
The structure very many employers tend to think is quite rigid, and there is a framework that we follow as an organisation that delivers the apprenticeship, but in actual fact employers can tailor the framework to a certain extent, and we encourage them to tell us which areas they would like us to concentrate on, which areas to focus on, and that gives a certain amount of flexibility for the employer that many employers don't realise that they actually have. Traditionally, engineering and traditionally construction, for many employers those are the apprenticeships that are very strong. But nowadays there are many other sectors that are engaging with apprenticeships that many people don't realise are just as strong. To give two examples, retail, which traditionally were not strong in the apprenticeship areas, now fully engage with apprenticeships and very useful for the retail industry. Customer service is another example whereby many people don't realise that apprenticeships in customer service are available.
The work-based learning department of the college is always very keen to hear from employers and from young people who think they may want to take part in a work-based learning scheme, perhaps an apprenticeship. And we try and put the two together, so employers would ring us with their vacancies and we would take the details of the young people and hopefully be able to put them together. But we work extensively with the National Apprenticeship Service through their vacancy matching scheme and try and make sure that the right young people go to the right employer.
It's been good. I enjoy working at the golf course. Just maintaining the golf course really. You know, I've learned so much. You learn stuff at college as well, which helps. Considering it's my first year, I think I've picked up quite a lot of experience already, and just from being in the apprenticeship. Whereas if I think I was at college, I probably wouldn't have learned as much. Just without going out into the workplace, really helps to learn loads of new skills really quickly, and communication and working with others. But I wouldn't go in college because I did a year in college and beforehand and didn't really enjoy it. So, and plus you're out working and you're earning money as well.
Instead of a number of companies having training officers themselves, group training acts as a training officer for for the companies. And in this way, instead of an apprentice or potential apprentice having to apply to 20 different companies, they apply to group training and development, and then we actually sort and sift and place them with a number of others into companies so that the company can then make the decision to recruit which one they require. I think once we've explained to a company what an apprenticeship involves, they are quite happy to carry on and do it. I think the major problem is that people see it as costly, which it's not. and also they don't feel there's any support for them if they take an apprentice on. One of the problems that we do get is that a number of parents feel that if they take an apprenticeship, they are demeaning their children's ideals and what they want to do in the future. Whereas the opposite is probably true, in that if you get an apprenticeship, you get good qualifications, you get very good training, and also you're getting paid at the same time. So you don't end up with a massive bill at the end for actually being very, very qualified.
The overall experience is we've taken on apprentices. There's a fresh set of young guys starting off on their career. There's going to be opportunities open up for these apprentices as they go through, and really with Babcock's if Babcock's as a whole in mind, they have the opportunity to sort of go as high as they wish to go. Training is available for them to sort of improve themselves. As a company, we get their contribution back, which as I said before, has proven very, very sort of productive in the actual productivity scheme of things. As people retire, we put more apprentices now into the more challenging jobs. They're picking it up. So yeah, overall very positive for the apprenticeship scheme that we're running in Apprenticeships. There's obviously got to be the right financial sort of financial environment to be able to take the apprentices on, and we're fortunate enough to have that level of work within the facility over the next sort of 3, 4, 5 years to be able to invest in apprentices, bring them through the ranks of the company, and hopefully they'll improve. The industry we've been in has traditionally been very much stop-start, but the order book we have at the minute is very healthy. So the investment that we had to make to sort of bring our age profile down and keep our productivity levels up has been absolutely first class, and I'm sure will prove to be a good investment for the future.
At first I was reluctant to be investing the time to be training an employee, an apprentice, but absolutely it's been one of the most positive things that we've done as a business, and we would certainly look to promote and support apprenticeship schemes wherever we can. We have even approached our clients and encouraged them to look at the apprenticeship route as a result of our experience being phenomenal here.
I've really enjoyed it. It's been really helpful. I've got to learn a lot of new skills. I've got some friends out of it as well, and I've also got a career, and a long-lasting career by the looks of it. I think there's no better thing to do than learn whilst earning money. You get both things then, instead of going to uni, and I think uni's almost a bit of a waste of time. I don't think you concentrate on as much as the learning as you do as an apprenticeship. The apprenticeships, you get the experience as well that employers look for later on in life, whereas at uni you don't really get an experience. You've just been taught what they teach you. You don't actually have the hands-on experience that they look for, so the apprenticeship is a way to go, I think.